Hello and welcome back to the channel. I'm Ravvy of Ravvy Plays Games, and I'm sharing my first look at Builders of Greece with you today. Builders of Greece is an RTS City Builder that was released on Steam in early May. In today's video, we'll take a quick look at what I liked, what made me giggle, and what made me frustrated. First things first, what did I like about Builders of Greece? I enjoyed the city building side of the game. The visual theme was simple but appealing. I was happy with the gameplay of balancing population growth and improving my technology while keeping everyone happy, and the interface for this aspect of the game is sufficient. I started off playing a scenario called New Beginnings. The other options were titled Age of War and Birth of Democracy, but since there were no descriptions, I just chose the one that sounded like it would most likely have a tutorial.
The island is already visible on the horizon, and after such a long voyage, it is good to finally feel the solid land under your feet. Fertile soils, virgin forests teeming with game, rich deposits of raw materials, and an azure ocean so abundant with fish they almost swim into the nets themselves. It is not an island, but an untouched paradise bathed in the sun, our new home. Although we have barely set foot on these shores, people desire a vibrant center where ideas can flow and trade can flourish. Let us raise the Agora as the beating heart of our settlement, build the first houses for our people, and connect them with a common road.
The tutorial was alright. It covered a fair amount of the basics. Partway through, however, the reference guide page that pops up while the advisor is speaking started to show pages about aspects I hadn't reached yet. But when I realized what was up, I read them anyway so that I was ready for that feature when it rolled around.
Clean water and access to natural medicines are the foundation of citizens' health care. Build a Noria to ensure a constant supply of water, invaluable also in case of fires. And with the help of herbalists and healers, you will prevent many diseases and give residents a sense of security.
As I mentioned before, I did get frustrated and I ended up stepping away from the game for a bit, but I came back and started a new save in a Sandbox build. The Sandbox allows you to set various features as enabled or disabled. I turned off raids and bandits and just spent some time with the city builder side of the game. I had fun focusing on that, and I really feel that's the part of this game that is its strongest aspect. Let's move on to what made me giggle. When I started in the Sandbox mode, I spent some time observing how the citizens move, particularly on the stone roads. I had only used dirt roads in my first play session, so I didn't get to see how the NPCs hurry along on the stone. It almost looked like they were walking quickly and stiffly as if the road was hot beneath their feet. Another movement aspect that cracked me up was an issue they had going down an incline. A good portion of the workers failed to follow the path downward and would levitate to their destination before climbing down some invisible sky stairs. The upside to this bug is that it is incredibly amusing to watch. The downside is that the NPCs are not benefiting from the stone road speed buff while they are floating in the sky. Now, let's talk about what was frustrating. The combat in Builders of Greece felt uninteresting and slow. The card-based battles felt sluggish compared to the hustle and bustle of the growing city. I tended to use the auto-resolve button, even though that generally meant losing more troops than if I'd gone through the combat for myself. Mostly, the combat felt like it did not fit with the rest of the game.
Battle!
We've covered the good, the giggles, and the not so great. As a city builder enjoyer, I can't really give a wholehearted recommendation for Builders of Greece at this time. If the art style appeals to you and you are happy playing in sandbox mode, it could be worth picking up during a sale. Or keep an eye on the game for news of updates that address some of the bigger issues in the game. I did take a look at some of the discussions on Steam before putting together this video, and I noticed multiple folks saying that some features had been better in the earlier demo than they are now that the game has hit full release. So perhaps there is a chance they might put some of that back into the game and turn things around. You never know. That's going to bring us to the end of this first look at Builders of Greece. As always, I will include the Steam link to the game in the video description below. If you appreciated this first look video, please hit those like and subscribe buttons, and leave me a comment to let me know what other games you'd like to see covered here in the channel. Until next time, take care of yourself, be well. Bye for now from Ravvy at Ravvy Plays Games. See you soon!